Ah, teamwork. What to make of it these days?
The ball comes off of the hands, and remember, this is an interception.
Oh.
Now, that left foot looked like it was inbounds by Scooby Wright. Let's watch the left foot. Unbelievable. The ball stays in, actually hits Addison. That foot is inbounds.
Isn't. An unbelievable play by Toller. Acho knocked the ball away from Snelling.
His foot is inbounds. Is he still inbounds? Probably
it
come
was
back.
Close.
His legs might be critical here to save time on throwing the ball.
Down the middle, James, the lateral to the corner of the end zone. Can you believe that?
Day in and day out, you can find examples of teamwork that demonstrate just how awesome we can be when we work in cooperation and collaboration with others. And that extends to the family as well. A great husband-wife team is a wonderful foundation for a great family. They are tough to beat and makes life so much more meaningful and dynamic. To be sure, teamwork is not only essential, but creates the best chances for success, to thrive, to excel.
I divorced my husband because I thought a successful marriage meant I was here and he was down here. That is not success. That's sickness. And my body count going up and my value going down.
And yet there is a portion of our society that finds teamwork something to avoid, like the plague. Perhaps I'm being too harsh, but the statistical evidence is staggering. Attitudes towards creating a relationship team are at or near all-time lows. At this point in our history as a nation, there were more marriages per 1,000 people in the 1860s than there are today. The birth rates are in free fall, and the few marriages that do happen end in divorce as often as not. But what gives? To be certain, we have plenty of males and females living life as they see fit and dispensing advice on social media with an assumption of wisdom that is definitely not born from the positive application of knowledge. In other words, it's just plain stupid. For example,
if you're single, I 10 out of 10 recommend running a roster or simply dating around. And I know you're gonna be like, oh my God, I don't get it. I don't know how. I'm not a whore. And the thing is like, you don't have to be a whore to date around. I think it's important to date multiple people because you find out what exactly you're looking for. Dating is truly a skill, and it's not something that comes easy to a lot of people. And like many skills, you need to practice.
In my opinion, there's several reasons why, as a single woman who is choosing to give your divine feminine energy to crusty men because you're dating, you have to have a roster, and here's why. If you're focusing all your energy on one man because you're a one-man kind of woman and that's what you want, but you guys are just talking, he hasn't committed to you, you're going to let that little bitch get away with more than he should because you have nothing to compare it to, and you're focusing your energy on him, so you're more likely to excuse behavior. But for me personally, if I have several men who I'm giving attention to who are giving me attention, when one of them starts to act up, it becomes a lot more obvious.
Y'all want to know who I really love? Them women with them rosters. Y'all really know what y'all doing, sis. Yeah.
where do they get this stuff from? And perhaps a better question is, why aren't the real adults, the men and women, checking these detrimental attitudes that only lead to misery? Enter the deconstructed family dynamic. Men are evil and should be avoided at all costs, while women are strong, independent go-getters that should put off any consideration of family, to include having children, until their 30s, which is pretty close to too late. And that's not Daryl speaking, that's biology. And apparently biology cannot and will not be hijacked or forced to the sidelines based on ideological reasons. And as for a man being evil, one thing I can say for sure is that this is classic misdirection to call into question what is necessary to be replaced by careers or pets. Neither of these things are fulfilling. People rarely speak of pets or jobs on their deathbed. They usually want to see the family that they helped to build. The problem, we have too many adult boys masquerading as men and too many adult girls who have forgotten or was never taught that teamwork actually does make the dream work. The solution is simple. We need more guidance from actual men and women to assist the 20 and 30 somethings on their journey. We need to communicate with them more often. And if you're 20 or 30 something, please stop thinking that you and your peers have the right answers. Ask yourself, are you happy or fulfilled? If you don't know the difference or don't care to know, you are definitely in need of some guidance. Single ladies, please stop asking and listening to other single females who give advice on dating. If they knew what they were talking about, they would be married women giving dating advice. Why are you listening to someone who's just as unsuccessful as you? Single guys, don't be afraid to assert yourself as long as you're being respectful of yourself and others. It's not toxic to conduct yourself as you were designed to. Also, know the difference between being a male and a man and the difference between a female and a woman. Your list of must-haves in a woman is most likely short, probably 3 to 4 items. So stick to that. If you don't know what that list should look like to have a successful relationship, drop me a line at familyontrial.org and I'll help you out. That goes for you too, ladies. I'm an equal opportunity helper. Some of y'all's lists are just way too long and most importantly, irrelevant to a successful relationship. I say the advice is and will be simple, but keep in mind, simple does not mean easy. Changing the mindset and deprogramming from the hyper-feminist agenda may be tough, but it's worth doing. Family on Trial. Dear family, your support would be much appreciated. So if you would think it not robbery, could you head over to PayPal or Venmo and show us some love? Just type @FamilyOnTrial and you'll come right to our account. Send us a blessing if you would. We'd really appreciate it. Thank you so much.